Lords, makes you tingle. You feel the history, tradition, particularly when Australia are taking on England. Now, the great ground is just there, but all the practice goes on in the nursery end, and it's England going through the paces. They fielded yesterday, so their intensity was about fielding yesterday. Today, it's about the batting and fine-tuning. Behind me, Trevor Bayliss, Moeen Ali has just batted. Let's just see if I can interrupt this. Trevor, I'll just turn my back here. I'm sorry to interrupt. Moeen, how'd you bat?
Not bad actually today, better than the other day.
Right?
Not too bad.
Yeah, when he's going, he's dynamite. Always been hard, an Australian coaching the England side. Where does his heart really lie? That's what I question. But he's turned things around. Couple of hiccups, mate. How you feeling?
No, feeling confident, mate. We're playing Australia, who we've beaten pretty well in the last 12 months, so we're looking forward to another good game tomorrow.
It's always very hard when you see this on this man. So the jacket there's Sir Clay Mushtaq. He was very hard to face. He's in England colours as well. Come with me. We'll infiltrate the camp. We've got Collie, we've got Stokesy about to hit. Have you had a hit yet, Stokesy? He's got the wanger. Joe Root, who can snavel a couple of wickets every now and then with his offies, but his job is to get the runs for England. Now, let's go back to last year. They played Australia 10 times. England beat Australia 9 times, but Australia beat them in the warm-up to this World Cup. So Stokesy's going to be dangerous with the wanger, and look who's facing it. The man who's going to be bowling a lot of leggies and making it very difficult. But what I'd have to say here is the batsmen are going through some serious paces just to fine-tune, because they've had a couple of hiccups. I don't think it's damaged their confidence. They're still favourites to win because they know the conditions. But Lords, does Lords lift a player, do you reckon, Collie? Does it lift a player? Does it lift England?
That's the best player ever.
I tell you what, it lifts Australia more, I reckon. So it is a battle that's on. It's great to get up close and personal and just see that there is laughter. The guys are having a light but intense session and really going through the paces. Look, see the laughter? So now Trevor Bayliss has told me to get out of here. So when the coach says that, even though he's an Aussie, an old teammate, see you, buddy. The game is on. We're at Lords. And as I say, history and tradition, England beat Australia 9 out of 10 times last year. The Aussies, though, will be training next. Look out. They've got all the confidence in the world. So now to the Australians. We saw England train this morning. I liked their intensity, but I just felt that they're worried about the Australians and what Lords means to them and the way Australia rises. And these guys don't know I'm infiltrating. So, Uzi never gives much in an interview, do you, Uz?
What do you mean?
You're very short in your answers, but Davey, what does Lords mean?
It's obviously a great ground. Obviously a childhood dream to come here and play. Had the opportunity to play here a couple of times, and we get to play against England again tomorrow here.
Do you think for an Australian it lifts you to another level?
Oh, it always does. It's one of the best grounds in the world, and to play against England in front of their own home crowd is going to be exciting.
And you're playing well, mate, and it's your stage tomorrow.
Thanks, it's all our stage. So hopefully we can go out there and start fresh again, new game, and start well.
All right, you're batting next?
No, I'm done. Me and Uzi just mucking around here, just watching.
All right. Uzi, I'm not asking you another question. You give nothing.
Appreciate it. It's the way I like it.
Playing well. All right. So a couple of the Aussie boys who are absolutely instrumental in carving out a big score against England. But you just heard from Dave Warner what Lords means. You've got Ricky Ponting, who knows exactly, and he's working with Finchy, the skipper. Punter, intense training today? Yeah.
Trying to get a few up around the...
All right, so he's trying to work on Finchy getting a few somewhere near the helmet. The skipper has been playing beautifully. We'll just watch a shot or two. These wangers, they fly through. Well, that wasn't up around your grill. It didn't bounce. You feeling good, Finchy? All right, so to me, the feeling I get here is that this is an intense session. You've got all the guys. Once they get here, it's about switching on. I sometimes think the afternoon session is a little better than the morning session. They might have had a meeting this morning and now they can put it into action. But let's not forget, the old foe is who they're playing tomorrow. It is against England. They know the history of last year, but Australia have turned it around this year. And there's no doubt to me, they are looking like the favourites for the World Cup. If they're hearing that, that is not to add pressure to their campaign, but all of them are starting to really hit exactly where they need to be, running into the back end before the semi-finals. It's an absolute privilege to infiltrate the camp and just see that Aussie spirit. But as I said, with England, I think Lords means more to an overseas team than it does to the English because they play here so often. So expect about 10%, 15% more tomorrow at the hallowed turf. Bring it on. Australia v England. I'm sorry, I'm going to be very biased here. Go the Aussies!